Okay, guys, look at this little chain. It comes up periodically. We were working them out like a month or so ago, and it came up a few times. Like when I show certain sweeps, this will come up, and really, it's kind of like if you had to put a term to it, I call it technical mount a lot, but it's like a reverse. You know, normally technical mount is when you're up here by their head with this knee and this knee is up. This is reverse, and I might even be in a quarter guard as well. Okay, but I want straight line here behind the shoulders, and this arm is going to be subject to the attacks as well as you've got chokes and back takes. Okay, so let's talk about some situations here. Look, there's a mount escape against punches I've even seen like Hicks and Gracie show on a video, right? Best in the business. Have seen one of his black belts show it as well. And it's not a preferred thing, but sometimes you will put your arm back here and hug like this in a punch defense scenario of like what I'm talking about. You like hug up so they're not just wailing on you. That's the one I've seen them show. Sometimes I've seen in the like Gracie combative system and stuff, like Henner and those guys, show one where they go both around. But I do not like to hug around the body, is what I'm saying. Yes, there's some place for it if you're stuck under mount, perhaps in this one arm manner. But anytime you hug the body, right? Yeah, you can hide your face against punches and whatnot. The ref won't let you hit in the back of the head, so I'm sure you'll be safe. But don't rely on this stuff, okay? So if he hugs, look what I can do. I'm already like torquing that shoulder, right? Right? Oh man, I'm under attack. Right? Look here, just a nice little Kimura right there. You've also got wrist lock with his wrist on my bicep and here. Okay? If he retreats with his arm, I'm looking for this Americana. I will also frequently catch the Udigatami. But I've got this Americana here, just rotating, and then you've also got this wrist lock compressing with his elbow trapped against my body. Okay, so that's the joint locks. I'm gonna show one other. And, again, I mentioned like sometimes I sweep you in certain ways. And that sweep will result in this happening. Just like one arm being around. Okay, so whether they hug you with one or both is kind of arbitrary. If you notice somebody's got an arm around your body like this, and because I'm aware of that myself, if I'm ever under mount and this happens, it happens to me sometimes periodically. I'm like, oh, that's not good, right? Like, it's not good for your arm to be here. Okay, so look, bring him up on the side here. You've got this Kimura. You've got wrist lock. You've got Udigatami, straight arm lock. You've got Americana. You've got here the nice little bent straight series is what I like to call that. Now watch this. You've got a gogoplata options. You can grab your toe, the head. I'm actually showing more the joint lock here with the monoplata. Okay, so it's omoplata-ish. Like every time we work omoplatas or Kimuras, I'll be like omoplata or a Kimura with the legs is how to think about it. This is a monoplata, and it's kind of like a hybrid with this gogoplata formation here, but how I'm laying back on this, it does not feel good, right? Raising the hip there or peeling the elbow, okay? And then you've got this shin on the throat. Again, it's not good for him, okay? So you got a nice little bent straight there. If you bail off on the other side on this, right? Omoplata here. Okay, a little flat tail. He's pretty flattened out and there's already a lot of pressure, but if I will take his shoulder and distend it outward like that, look, it's like the more I pull his shoulder away from his body, the more he gets ready to tap, right? So a lot of people just relax. A lot of people are just show going forward. No, I'm not down for that. It took too long, right? Watch what happens when I start coming up in this other method. I haven't even started to come up yet. All I did was distend his shoulder. Now I'm going to keep distending as I'm going to start coming up barely an inch, and he's happy. slack removal on the omoplata. If your omoplata is taking a long time, like, what are we doing here, right? Like, giving them time to escape is what we're doing. Not having connection on the lock is what we're doing, okay? So, look, let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just say 3, right? Because I started moving after I said 1, right? But now watch. How many seconds is it going to take me to come? It's not even going to take it's going to take a fraction of a second, a millisecond. Pulling his arm out. Not even a second. Pulling that arm out takes the slack out of it. So there's no slack. But as soon as you go forward on that, the way people conventionally teach, it's over. It's over. Okay? Look, there's some other things that we show off of that. Back take, gift wrap. You got a guillotine choke. Anytime somebody wraps your arm around too, people set up on an elbow, do some other stuff. Guillotine choke, Kimura trap entry. But that's just kind of some bent straight arm locks and joint locks that we've been working on in our classes, and kind of a series we're always working on, and just never captured it on video for y'all. So a lot of moves there. It's a video and you can rewind it, fast forward it, pick your favorites, work on pieces of it, however you want to take it. All right, we'll see you guys.